Welcome, everyone, to the Daily Slab for Friday, January 13th, 2023. I'm Nate, and I'm here with your Sports Card Rundown. If you like this video, please click the like and the subscribe button. Helps us get this video out to more card collectors like yourselves. All right, first up today, we have the Trender, and this is a Hank Aaron 1969 Topps SGC8. We don't venture into vintage very often, but there was something interesting about this besides the $734 sale that just happened the other day, which is a high for this card all time. That in and of itself is interesting, yes. But what's more interesting is that this is a Pop 34 card. And it's sold 3 times since 2019. And it's sold 17 times since Card Ladder started tracking this specific card. Or at least the amount of sales they could find, all the way back to February 7th, 2007. That's a long time ago. So a Pop 34 sold 17 times in the last 15 years, and it sold 3 times in the last 3 years. So Aaron, he found this, and he went looking for another Pop 34 card to see if he could find anything out about, this vintage card compared to a modern Pop 34 card. And lo and behold, this Shohei Ohtani Topps Chrome Sapphire from 2019 rookie BGS 95 is also a Pop 34 card. The difference here, they're both expensive cards. The Ohtani, obviously, $27.50 the last sale, but that was all the way back in April. The Hank Aaron, $700 and some dollars. But this is, again, a 15th year Hank Aaron card as opposed to a rookie Ohtani. The prices aren't even similar if you get to a rookie Hank Aaron, right? 1954. But they both risen in price. They're both Pop 34. They don't come up very often for sale. But this Pop 34 Ohtani has sold 15 times since its first sale in 2019. The Hank Aaron has sold 3 times since 2019. Ohtani, 15 times. The Hank Aaron has sold 17 times since 2007. The Ohtani, 15 times since 2019. You can see where I'm going here is that the vintage Pop 34, same pop as the Ohtani, and yet it has been held onto by the people that own it, as opposed to modern cards where people are just flipping and flipping and flipping. And it goes to show you kind of the difference in mindset between maybe a vintage collector and a modern card collector, is that the modern collector is probably just buying and flipping and trying to get to things they really like. The vintage collector perfectly fine holding an SGC8 Hank Aaron from 1969, despite it being his 15th year card, because this is only a Pop 34 and it's only sold 17 times in the last 15 years, or half the population there. So I thought it was interesting. If you guys think it's interesting too, please comment below and give your take on what's happening here. Are vintage collectors just more content holding? Is there something else going on with modern collecting? Let me know. But today's trender is Hank Aaron. All right, our post of the day is this NBA Hoops post that you can see. And you can see that the boxes sold out for $120, which, yeah, that's absurd. NBA Hoops boxes, when I used to work at the card shop in Milwaukee, Brewtown, shout out, I think they were $80, $70, and they didn't even sell at that price point. And now you fast forward past the hot stretch of 2020, 2021, and somewhat beginning of 2022. You get into 2023 and boxes are $120 and people thought it was a great deal. It's not a great deal. And you know what else isn't a great deal? Is this purchase price on this Paulo Banchero Banchero Hot Signatures auto for $500. That's insane. Now, Banchero has been good. 21 points, averaging 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists on the year. He's been much better than I expected. I will be the first to admit I was not a fan. I didn't think he would be as good as a couple other guys that were drafted around him, Chet Holmgren and Jabari Smith. I was wrong. He is very good. But look at these prices and tell me if you think the $500 price point here makes sense. January 7th, a 2021 Jalen Green Hot Signatures rookie auto, non-graded, sold for $137. A 2021 Evan Mobley PSA 9 Hot Signatures rookie sold for $80 on January 6th. A 2020 Desmond Bane Hot Signatures rookie auto sold for $55 on January 11th. A 2020 Tyrese Maxey Hot Signatures rookie auto, SGC 95, sold for $141 on December 28th. And notice these are all about a week to 2 weeks old here. Everything relatively close to the sale price of this Banchero. 2019 premium stock Ja Morant. Not just the base paper, but the premium stock Ja Morant Hoops rookie hot signatures auto. $645 on January 6th. And then a 2018 Trae Young Hoops rookie hot signatures auto PSA 9 sold for $633 on January 8th. This Paulo sold for $500. Two guys, Ja Morant and Trae Young, who are significantly better than him and will probably stay significantly better than him, or at least it's a lot harder for him to get there, especially because people love guards, right? Only $130 to $145 more expensive than this card. Other guys that are really, really good right now and kind of similar young guys in his boat, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, Desmond Bane, Tyrese Maxey. Closest one to him is a Tyrese Maxey at 141, and it's SGC 95. Jalen Green sold for 137 ungraded. I mean, we're talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars less for these cards than the Banchero sold for the first sale. And what's crazy to me is that somehow, some way, people never learn. I don't understand how they see these cards out there and just decide they have to have the first one that pops up on eBay and they buy it. It makes no sense to me. It shouldn't make any sense to you either. We all know it. We all know that prices are high out of the gate. Why would you spend $500 when the contemporary cards of this card are for significantly less? And if you want to get a price higher than this, you have to become Ja Morant or Trae Young. That's so unlikely. You never want to bet on somebody becoming as hot and popular as Ja Morant has been. And yet that is what they're doing with Paulo, and it makes no sense. So if you are caught up in the hype of a new product, please wait. Please wait. Take some time, and you'll notice that these prices will go down. The person that bought that $500 card is just, they have to pretty much climb up like a 500-foot rock face straight up, no harness, nothing, to be able to make money on that card. That's how hard it's going to be to make money on a $500 Paulo Banchero hot signatures rookie auto. It's going to be impossible, especially compared to these prices. Makes no sense. The $120 box price is ridiculous for hoops, but the $500 price point on this card, even worse. And lastly, in what's happening, we just talked about NBA, and I just wanted to remind everyone that the NBA trade deadline is coming up February 9th. So you're going to want to keep track of those NBA standings, and you're going to want to keep track of what you're doing with some cards, because there are going to be some names traded, and when names are traded, prices go up. And so if you look specifically at the Western Conference. Nuggets 28-13, Grizzlies 28-13, Pelicans 25-17. They're pretty safe. Kings, fourth place at 22-18, only 4 games above 500. Mavericks 23-19, 4 games above 500. Clippers, sixth place at 22-21. Suns 21-22. Warriors 20-21 in eighth place. Jazz 21-23. Timberwolves 20-22. Trailblazers 19-21. Lakers 19-22. You can't tell me, and we'll not talk about the Thunder, Spurs, or Rockets. You can't tell me that the Lakers, the Trailblazers, the Timberwolves, the Warriors, the Suns don't think to themselves, and the Clippers, who are only a game above 500, don't think to themselves, if we get a good player, we could probably contend for a championship. Of course they're thinking that. They got superstars that are thinking that. And so there's going to be players moving this trade deadline, and they're probably not going to be moving from these teams. So you've got, teams like the Thunder might trade away a young piece that they're not using. The Spurs, they might trade away Keldon Johnson. The Rockets, Eric Gordon. The Bulls in the East, Zach LaVine might be gone, right? Nikola Vukovic might be gone. Kyle Kuzma for the Wizards might be gone. And if you plan your cards right and you say, all right, Kyle Kuzma likely going to be traded, and he gets traded to a decent team, there might be a little bit of money to be made there, but you got to plan it out early so that you're ready for when the trade deadline is approaching to get those cards listed and sold, which means you have to buy them early. So just keep that in mind. Trade deadline coming up February 9th, less than a month away, and there should be some action in the NBA and on the NBA card market. All right, and one last thing before we go. PWCC Weekly Auction number 53 is this weekend, and we are live streaming it on YouTube starting at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you want to check that out, join us. We look at the cards, we buy some cards, we sell some cards, and we give away some cards during this at the end of the stream. If you want to check that out, it's always a good time. We always have quite a few people, like-minded card collectors, in the comments section. It's really nice community. So if you want to check that out, join us at 9:45 p.m. Eastern Time on the SlabStox YouTube channel to do the weekly PWCC live stream during the PWCC auction this Sunday. All right, thank you everyone for watching today's Daily Slab, and I will talk to you guys on Monday for the next Daily Slab. See you everyone.